Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni. It's been a while since I've last done this. Anyway, this will be hold on. Sorry. Got a little tongue-tied. This will be What If Witch was in My Hero Academia / My Witch Hero Academia Part 3. Sorry. Needed to cough. Anywho, where we last left off? Okay, now, let's see. Oh yeah. After they get back into the classroom, then Aizawa announces that they will be doing two very important things today. The first will be choosing a class rep. And then we will be doling out hero names. Everyone is excited about both of them. Especially Bakugo because he wants to be top dog. Katsumi, sorry, brain toot. Because she wants to be the number one in everything. Yes, she won't learn her lesson until much later. Anyway. Now. As for the class rep, I will be doing things a little differently. There will be the class rep, vice rep, treasurer, treasurer, assistant treasurer, and no. Will be the gopher. There won't be an assistant treasurer. There'll be the gopher, if you know what I mean. The errand person, in other words. Now, and the fifth will be the discipline squad leader. These will be the 5 things that I will be doing. Things. And each which will be... Okay, now, for the president, it will be Izumi. For the vice rep, it will be Shoka. For the treasurer, it will be... Let's see... Actually, no. That won't be a gopher. Okay. Let me start over. The president will be Izumi. The vice president will be Shoka. Then disciplinary committee member will be... Okay, there's a treasurer, and it's going to be Mina, while the disciplinary leader in enforcing the rules of the class and school in general and Hero Society will be Ida. Now, everyone is shocked by this because Ima, sorry, not a brain toot. Okay, now, as for Class B, Kendo will be the class rep. The girl with the plant hair quirk will be her vice rep. Their treasurer will be the guy with the beast quirk that looks like a giant beast ear version of Chewbacca. And yes, I'm referencing Star Wars. For disciplinary leadership, that will be I'll be temporarily gonna be Monoma, but when he gets put into general studies and Kurumi joins Class 1B, she will become the new disciplinary squad leader for Class 1B. And as for Ima and Kurumi, they will both have let's see, 10 members, with them making 11. And let's see. I haven't decided on. Actually, no. It's just gonna be Kurumi eventually when she switches out with Monoma with 1B, where they get a walkie-talkie that connects directly to Principal Nezu. Well, a button that, when pressed, will inform Principal Nezu that there's trouble, and then Principal Nezu will call all the disciplinary leader of whichever class, 1A or 1B, which means Monoma, Onima. Oh, and it has a sensor that if the disciplinary member is overusing it or is using it for their own personal gain, like Monoma would do, then he will be called to the principal's office, which means he will be sorry, Katsumi will also be regularly called up to the principal's office. Oh, and it also serves as a walkie-talkie too. So yeah, but it only allows you to talk to Principal Nezu, and that's it. And only if it's in it for emergencies, like one of Katsumi's rampages or Monoma's, oh man, pathetic tirades. Anyway, this is okay. Now, let's see. Okay. Now, for sorry, had a cough. This will be let's see. Oh yeah. If you've watched part 0, then you should know the names of the individual main characters of this part, which their hero names and their team name. But if you haven't, I suggest you watch all the part 0, part 1, and part 2 before you finish watching part 3. Now, let's go back into the video. And everyone else has their canon names except, and Katsumi will end up still choosing, but inverted female version. So instead of Lord or King, it will be Lady or Queen. But she will ultimately end up choosing the explosion hero Dynamite. Sorry, had a cough. Again, my apologies. Anywho, this is now we go we go to another location right into the Nomu factory. The Doctor and All for One are talking about creating a high-end Nomu. Ooh. 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 And they've now they've decided on everything that it has about it, the quirks and how powerful it is and how smart it is. All they need to do now is get a victim. And don't worry, I won't be using a character and that shows up on screen, whether in front center stage or in the background. It will just be the very first high-end Nomu that they created, which will be that female-looking one. If you haven't seen, I forget which season it is, but the arc where they go where the League of Villains team up with Paranormal Liberation Army, or the Metahuman Liberation Army. Yeah, Metahuman Liberation Army. Anywho, this is where it's going to get interesting. Now that they've done that, a time skip until the summer, until they go to training camp. They get on the bus. Us. But before they get on the bus, let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is when Mina, before they go on the bus, confesses to Suyu that she is in love with him and wants to go out with her, and she feels the same way. Hey? And this will be the only love confession for right now. No. All the couples involved sit next to each other with their respective someone. And they are canoodling, if you know what that is. Or just cuddling, if you don't know what it is. Anywho, then the whole thing, the bus stops right over the cliff, and they get out. They were told by Aizawa to get out of the bus so they could stretch their legs. Then he immediately closes the door once everyone but him is outside of the vehicle, and drives off. And this is where I'm also going to be doing something different. Now, the Wild Pussycats will still be introduced there. However, the old man with the jet quirk that trained Izumi over the things that they get out of the sports festival is also there, and introduces them all to the Wild Pussycats. That's now. Then the whole thing happens like in canon, and then the blonde-haired girl uses her earth manipulation to cause them to fall. All all, but then let's see, Kendo, and yes, there there were there were two buses. Class 1A was driven by Aizawa. Vlad King drove the other bus. Now, let's see. Okay. Now, then, 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 acting quickly, Kendo transforms and uses Earth manipulation to uh, manipulation to create basically like the rocks that they would, the ground that they would fall on to be mushy like marshmallows. So it would be more cushiony. And that's when the girl, I forget her name, says it does whistles and woo! Nice manipulation quirk. Nice earth manipulation quirk. Sorry, had a brain toot. So, little girl, I heard your quirk was Big Fist, but that you also awakened a new part of your quirk, which involves earth manipulation. And she also knows that the five witch heroes are hermaphrodites, and then out of nowhere, the blonde-haired girl says, "I call dibs on this one." And then Kendall says, "As well, well, for training, yes, but I already have my eyes on someone, unromantically." And then she goes all mopey, like how Brock does when he comes back, and whenever someone mentions Professor Ivy. But she says, "Boo, oh, that's too bad. I could have rocked your world. Sorry about the pun, not sorry." Like, a sad yet still joking way of saying it. Then they run through the forest while evading all the rock monsters. All the guardians transform and form, and the blonde-haired girl notices that she can also manipulate the trees themselves, and instead of making rock monsters, she creates tree monsters to combat the blonde ones. I forget her name. The earth manipulator quirk users, rock monsters. Then 10 minutes later, they all get there. Here, Koda gives them the stink eye. Then Katsumi is about to explode him. Then, Shoka grabs her by the scruff of her neck, and then ties her up, and not in a pervy way. Sorry, I couldn't resist saying that. Oh man, that is just too funny. Okay, let's get back to the. Now, in this, the five witch members and their significant others are all really good cooks. So their meal, with all 10 of their know-how, Oh, well, not all 9 of their know-how. Oh, I should say. But I still wanted to say Kurumi is an excellent chef. F. F. So the with their 9 skills combined, because they each have the skill level of a 5-star chef. So the meal, curry, is heavenly, and it's basically like the curry that they served in that filler episode of One Piece, where Sanji sees a young chef who reminds him of himself at that age, who was anywho, but with a little more with some more subtle ingredients, being a drop of honey with with a with a with a generous no with a sprinkling of cinnamon in it, and to give it more bounce, a bounce. Let's see, flavor. They also added let's see, uh, their world's version of, well, they added a little gelatin mix to it. Just like a 1 tablespoon's worth. Anywho, it came out quite great, even though the 3 extra ingredients might not sound like they would be good with it. But I just think it would be good. I like to experiment with recipes. That's why I am a chef. But it's not my job. Anywho, let's get back into the video. They all say, "It's so good." And then all the girls that were in charge of leading the cooking operation all blush, go into their vibrant and tomato mode. Oh, then Katsumi, of course, ruins it by saying, "Ha! These hacks, it was all me. I'm the only one with five 5-star chef skills. They're lucky. They would be lucky enough to get a job in a soup kitchen. Heck, even volunteer work in a soup kitchen. Yeah." Then they each get 5 tick marks on their head. And that's when Shoka slaps Katsumi right upside the head, knocks her out, and then drags her away. Then we skip right to and this will be where we go to the bath situation. Now, it will be separated just like how they did it with the bathroom. How I did it with the bathrooms. It will be men's hermaphrodites in the middle, and then females on the other side. While Kota is not asked to keep the Moneta and the lightning guy from peeping, Kendo does use a magic seal. If someone tries to peek over either the walls, and yes, Uraraka is thinking about doing that, and Suyu is really curious, as is everyone of the other girls. On both sides, they're all very curious to see what you would be look like down there if you were a hermaphrodite. Anyway, they both walls have a seal on them that prevents everyone from peeking. Even Mina, yes, she's a bit of a pervert, but she only wants to, stare at her new girlfriend and's body, of course. So then we skip right to the test of courage. Let's see. Team 1 through 4 will be Izumi Ochaka for Team 1. Team 2 will be Mina and Suyu. Then Team 3 will be Shoka and Katsumi. And Ima will be with uh, Grape Rush, the student with the pop-off quirk that makes his hair look like a bunch of grapes. Yeah, his hero name is Grape Rush. Anywho, this is going to be. Then after that, Izumi notices that that basically all of Team A and B are done with the test of courage. Then after that, that's when the villains attack. And Izumi had already noticed and had ran off, telling all the guardians when the test was done. One that was already finished, meaning Kendo, to transform and then travel, trying to find Kota. And that's when the villains attack. Let's see. Kendo transforms and then informs the w.i.t.c.h. That's that Kota is missing, and his aunt gets worried. And then Kendo says, "Don't worry, ma'am. The 5 elemental dragon heroes are on it." Then she flies away, and then that's when Kendo ends up encountering the guy that's wrapped up like a mummy and who I assume is a cannibal with that fanboy of Stain and Mr. Compress, while Ima deals with Twice and Toga. Shoka meets up with Dabi and how many other Nomus that there are with them. Okay, let's see. Okay. Hey. Then working together, Mina and Izumi individually find Kota and then fight off Muscular. And I'm going to say if I missed any of the other villains no. Oh yeah, they brought along a few extra villains. which I will be calling the Magna, will slip past them and catch Kurumi. Me. Now the battle between Izumi and Mina versus Muscular is intense. However, Mina will will try to get Kota out of the way and then fight long range, while Izumi will fight short range. For our sorry, water break. Okay, I'm back. Fooled you, didn't I? Now I'm really back. Anywho, Izumi, after the training and fight with Stain, pushing herself, she can now go to 70%, while not pushing herself regular-wise. In other words, she will be at her maximum without straining herself will be 65. And why such a jump from... because that's how good of a trainer the old man with the jet quirk is. Okay, now this will be... she pushes herself just for a second to get Kota away from a punch that was coming to him from Muscular. And afterwards, she went to 65% to hand him off to Mina, and then Kota says, Why are you doing this? There's no TV camera. You won't get any fame or fortune from this. I'm just a kid. My aunt might be a little rich, but still. Oh, be quiet, you little brat, Mina says. And then Izumi says, Stop it. It's because we want to be heroes. That's why we do this. That's why your parents became heroes. And after you were born, they had even more of a reason to be heroes. So that way, one day, you could still live out your dream, even if it wasn't to become a hero. Now, do not worry. We are here. And then Izumi flies down, and her wings are kind of starting to feel a little sore. So she goes on the ground. And then, if you've seen the anime, History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi, in the last fight between Kenichi Shirahama and Ryoto Asamiya, in episode, let's see, 50? I mean, 49 through 50. I mean, that's basically how their fight. It's like that, the fight from History's Strongest Kenichi Shirahama, uh, Muscular versus Izumi. But there will be a little change. Izumi then shows off a new technique and calls it Quintessa. Huh? Quintessa Wheel! And yes, she's basically doing a flame wheel from Pokemon, but with electricity instead. And then she points her heels right into Muscular's face. Her left heel will be let's see, will be in his bottom right jaw, and her right heel will be in his regular eye, not the prosthetic one, or whichever. No, wait, no. She ends up using her heels to pierce through through Muscular's jaw, piercing both of her, using both of her heels to pierce through and basically unhinge his jaw. Yeah, because I really find Muscular that he really needs to do less talking. Okay, and when she thinks he is down for the count, Muscular grabs her and tries to use a bomb with an electric control device on it, but as soon as he activates it, Izumi uses Quintessence to deactivate it, and then she delivers a quintessence shock throughout her entire body, and then using the back of her head, hitting Muscular or Killer at his dislocated jaw, and at the point of impact, uses that point of impact to shock him, thus making him lose his grip, briefly going to 70%, and frees herself, and then she transforms into her dragon form. And then using using Quintessence Wheel attack in her dragon form, she destroys all of the muscle fibers that he created with his quirk. And then Izumi, he coils around him like a constricting snake would on their prey, crushes him enough to knock him out, then with Mina takes Kota and Muscular to the camp, and the Wild One Pussycats and Izumi's / All Might's teacher are shocked Not only did they save Kota, but they captured a psychotic murderer named Muscular. And Kota runs to his aunt, and then his aunt gives Muscular, even though he's knocked out, a death glare that would even make the four great Satans, the one that show up in High School DxD, the elected ones, not the original ones, all shivers up and down their spine, up 20 times and down 21 times. And nearly close to fainting. That's how much of a death glare Kota's aunt gave to the unconscious body of Muscular. And then they Then they also show that let's see, that jaw guy, the guy with the blade teeth quirk, and the two added villains, which they will be just two random villains, are captured. As for and Shoka then realizes, wait, what's Katsumi? Katsumi, where are you? Come on, where are you? And then for plot armor reasons, she can detect Katsumi, and she flies off in the direction where Magna is dragging Katsumi, kicking and screaming, yelling every profanity in the book. Not the ones just towards men or women, or if you prefer, the ones that involve they or them, nouns, or if you're no gender or hermaphrodite. Anywho, Magna is shocked. How could such a beautiful young girl, he have such a potty mouth? And then Katsumi ends up biting Magna, and then that's when Magna knocks her out with a whack upside, with a thump upside on the top of her head. If you don't know what not a thump, a bop on her head. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you watch or look up a character from a series called Fanboy and Chum Chum. And the character's name is Boog. Okay? He's basically the one in that series that I'm calling out on this. Okay? Let's see. Water break. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the water I was drinking is carbonated water. What? I like the bubbles, and I like burping. And excuse me for all the burps that I did. I forgot how many. Oh, I think I did either 6 or yeah. Wait, I did either 5 or 6, possibly 7. 8 even. Nah, I'm just kidding. Between 5 and 7. Sorry. Now it's 6 or 8. Okay. Let's get back into the video. Then Mr. Compress sees this and traps her in a marble, Mr. Compress, then let's see. Then All For One uses his transportation skills, a quirk to make them all travel, which is Kodagiri's original quirk. So Kodagiri has a copy of his original quirk, but All For One has his original quirk. Warps them away, and after the portal is open, the Guardians show up and say, "Where's Bakugo?" I mean, "Where's Bakugo?" in unison. Then the Nomus that were there all launch at the Guardians, and the five of them tear the Nomus apart like a blender chopping up making a puree of a fruit. Basically damaging the Nomus so much that they turn into mush. With a unison attack called the Five Elemental Dragon Dragon Roar. And the League of Villains end up bolting into there, and just as since he's the last one, since he wanted to say, "What showmanship!" After he said that, Shoka lunges at him, and then out of the portal a hand comes in. Magna grabs Mr. Compress by the back of his neck and drags him through the portal. Shoka almost was within a millimeter of touching the portal, but the portal quickly closed, and bada bing, bada boom. Then she breaks down. She goes down on her knees and hands and starts crying and says, "No, no, Katsumi." And meanwhile, in the marble, Katsumi here ends up feeling how upset Shoka is that she got captured, and she blushes at this. Why am I getting... Why is my heart racing thinking that Shoka girl... No, it can't be. I don't... She's friends with Deku. How could I like someone who is friends with that? But still, my heart, it's racing. Why? No, it can't be. She's friends with Deku. No, but what if she does? And then, without her noticing, she starts to have the most kindest looking smile that she's ever had on her face. Then she pulls out a mirror, because I will say that inside Mr. Compress's marbles is a pocket dimension. And then she pulls out a hand mirror. One of those mirrors that also come with some makeup supplies. Oh yeah, compact. And she notices that she's blushing that she's going all fluorescent red tomato mode. And she accepts this. So, I really do like Shoka that way. He- And then she starts, her eyes start swirling, and she starts having daydreams about dating Shoka, marrying her, having kids, is growing old together, and then being cremated and their ashes mixed together into like a lover's urn, and then uh, thrown, then marked with on their shared lovers' tombstone, saying, "Fiery lovers lie here." Yeah, I'm just saying that because as that's how I'm making this Karumi. I mean, no, I mean Katsumi. Anywho, let's see. Sorry, I had a cough. Meanwhile, we do a time skip. Where just as Shoka begs Principal Nezu and the Hero Association to let her and the Guardians come along. And that she can't explain that she knows where Katsumi is because she can sense her. The Hero Associations say no to it, but all in all, they get persuaded by Principal Nezu saying, "Do not worry. If they get hurt, then I will be happy to let you experiment on me, even though I despise such things." And the Hero Association were ended up saying, "Okay, hey, but only if the top 10 heroes go with them." And then Izumi was all happy and then realized that her mom will also be in the operation. Then we do another time skip and say pizza delivery. Who the heck ordered a pizza? Tomer would say. I don't know. Go check it out, Delby would say. Yeah, I mean you. Ooh. You twice. But Dobby, why? Just do it, Dobby. Just do it twice. Oh, alright. Right, and all the other members except for Tomer are playing cards, and Twice takes his cards with him, so because he doesn't want them, and they're playing let's see he they're all playing blackjack, and all of them except for Dobby had uh different two of a kinds, while you know what, actually Dobby had a royal, wait, no, Twice had a royal flush, and the others had that had whatever combination gets beat by a royal flush. Hush. Hush. Sorry, I don't know much about blackjack or whatever. Anyhow, no. Dobby goes, takes his cards with him, and opens the door, and then All Might rushes in, and I am here to save young Katsumi. Oh, and all this time the League of Villains tried to turn Katsumi to the villain side, but she did not. she told them outright, "There's no way I'm gonna be teaming up with you losers." And then in her mind said, "Besides, I want to be with Shoka. Oka. Oh man. Katsumi and Shoka Todoroki, or Katsumi and Shoka Bakugo." She's all thinking like that in her mind. Then, of course, or after that, and right before the All Might crashes in, is fantasizing about their first date and their wedding day, and how adorable their first child would look. Yeah. She at least wants 3 kids. The first one to carry out their to follow in their footsteps and to become a hero. Another to become a successful entrepreneur, and the third one to spoil rotten. Yeah, yeah. That's just how I'm gonna do it. What? Then the League of Villains were about to attack, but then after All Might lunges in, is done saying, "I am here." That's when a fireball, which is just really Shoka using a move based off of Flare Blitz, but with a magic with a magic that protects her from damage, because she now uses her ice side, right, to heal her wounds, which is called the Flare Impact. To get and shatter Katsumi's restraints, and then afterwards, Erds is then freed. Shoka carrying Katsumi bridal style, and she goes into fluorescent red tomato mode and says, "What took you so long?" Without saying a word and looking into her eyes, and then saying, "Sorry." And in Katsumi's mind, "Oh, she's so hot and cool. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, why did I not never notice how cute and sexy she is? Oh man, I want to be with her so badly. Please, date, marry me, and let me bear your child." Okay, now the fight scene in the bar will go in like they did in canon. Then they all teleported, and an explosion, and they all teleported to where the explosion happened, and All For One is there. Then All Might and the Guardians, after Shoka told Best Genius to please keep an eye on Katsumi. She's very reckless, and he obliges Shoka. Then All Might, the Guardians, all go to where the explosion happened, while Best Genius takes Katsumi to the nearest police station to keep an eye on her. Then the other heroes, the other 8 of the top 10 heroes, all split up and go to the Nomu factories. When they get there, that is also when All Might and the Guardians get to get to the spot where All For One is. And the scenes that let's see that involved the All For One and the Nomu Factory and the other eight and the other heroes don't happen. So that means Ragdoll keeps her quirk, because he already obtained a more powerful version of her quirk. Irk. 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 And now let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. All For One, All Might would say. My young enemy, All For One would say. All Might gives the same death glare Cultist Ant gave to the unconscious body of Muscular to All For One, and All For One snickers and says, "Pathetic, Edic. You might not have that injury, but I heard you relied on a weak healer and 5 juvenile brats to heal you." And then that's when newscopters arrived. And the world is shocked to hear that All Might had an injury. Before the canon fight begins, All For One would explain about the former injury that he gave to All Might. Around the world, people are shocked and vomiting at the thought of such a heinous thing to be done to the number one hero of the entire world, all because of the symbol of all because the most evilest villain in the world wanted to do it. But of course, all the kids that were watching the broadcast had adults had their ears covered. Covered. Heard. And well, they'll be told what why when they're older. Anywho, this is where the fight begins. Now, All Might will be. Now, the fight will go per usual, except since the Guardians are involved, I will be raising up it a little. Sorry, just felt like talking like that. Just as All Might and All For One are about to collide with their fists, then that's when All For One uses a sneak attack, trying to do what he tried to do, but he originally tried to to make that injury a headshot. And just as he was about to do a headshot, the Guardians used the 5 elemental dragon breath attack and to push one for All For One back. And All Might turns around and says, "Girls, what are you doing? This is..." And he sees them all giving the death glare that to Kota's aunt gave to Muscular, and they're giving it to him, saying with their eyes, "We will handle this." And then they turn that gaze to well, all for one. And then Izumi says, All Might, there are a lot of people all trapped around us. Just keep them distracted a little longer while we rescue everyone, okay? Yes, young Izumi, right away. Oh, and be careful too, Ima would say. Hey, then after saving everyone in the immediate danger zone, they all backed up All Might, right? And then all five of them transformed into their dragon form, and everyone in the world is shocked to see it. And then they each use their elemental wheel technique. So quintessence wheel, water wheel, wind wheel, flame wheel, flare wheel, which I am, instead of saying flame wheel, it's flare wheel. Um, uh, uh, let's see. Let's see. Gravel wheel. Wheel. Oh, and for the and for yeah, gravel wheel, just gravel wheel. I was gonna do it where she can do like upgrade it to metals or precious gems, but I'm not doing that. I changed my mind. But just so you know, those would be pretty neat for like diamond wheel, or name of a metal and then wheel, or any other precious gem name wheel, whichever precious gem you would want to do. Anywho, and they're all in their dragon forms, and they managed to to manage to get All For One to use that sneak attack to block them, but it was all a distraction. So All Might, now that he's been fully restored and been training with Gran Torino, his old master, the guy with the jet boot quirk, says, planetary. No, wait, no. Planeto. Oh. Arceus Smash! And this is where he also learned Chinese Kempo and uses one of the 8 deadly fists, which is known as double palm, to strike at All For One in his chest. Yes. Oh wait, I said that Tomura and oh yeah, they're, well. Anywho, I'm still, well. If you didn't watch the last part, one of the previous parts, yeah, Tomura and Kotogiri did get captured. To find out why, just watch part 0, and then 1 and 2, and then finish watching this video. Anywho, let's get back into the video. And since, let's see, who was his new, oh yeah, Dabi. Dabi is his new successor. I'm pretty sure I chose Dabi, but if I'm wrong, then You don't have to call me out on it. Dobby is just, to me, is just the natural choice after Tomura gets captured. Or if I didn't, no, wait, no, I know I had him captured. And Tomura is seeing all this in his cell and saying, Master, how could you? Why did you betray me? I thought I was like the son you never had. Why, Master? Why? Okay. And now we come back to the fight. And that causes All For One to, on his quirk that he used for the sneak attack, to shatter, and then have him sent flying. That managed to get him, get, an imprint of All Might's fist onto All For One's chest. Yes. Commendable, young one, All For One would say, but not good enough. And then All For One was about to charge up another attack when the five dragons then used a restraining move called Mystic Barrier. 5 Elemental Mystic Barrier. That's its full name. They all surrounded him, and each shot a breath attack at him. They all coiled around him, and made a bubble, just like how the very first Avatar if you haven't seen The Legend of Korra, the flashback of the very first Avatar, then I suggest you watch this. Just like how he imprisoned Vaatu in that tree in the spirit world, and Vaatu was sealed in for all those centuries. Hold on, water break. Anyway, I'm back. Okay, now let's see. Then after the sphere here has been created, the breath attacks coil around it in a pattern that looks like it would be the Gordian knot, or if that's not the most difficult knot in the world or to untie. Anywho, then we do a time skip where in Tartarus prison, a special cell that is infused with magic by the Council of Kandrakar, or keeps All For One's very soul restrained. So if he tries to escape, then his instead he would still escape, but it would be difficult, and also his soul would no longer be in his body. So yeah, he would be a wraith. eighth, but an evil race. If you don't know what I mean, then about that, then I suggest you watch the series called The Ghost and Molly McGee. It's a really good series. It explains how races are created. And I first heard of race from a show called Dragon Booster, which is also an excellent series. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Now, All for One swears he'll get out of Tartarus, and the Council of Kandrakar and All Might say you can try, but you'll lose something important. Important? You mean my soul? I don't need that. Just so you know, there's a spoiler if you haven't seen in like the arc after he escapes from Tartarus and Canon, and so I suggest you watch that after you finish before finishing this video. Now, because my dream is to become a demon king. All Might gets angry, and the Kandrakar Council are shocked. They all think, the Council of Kandrakar all think in unison. He reminds me so much of the evil Nerissa and Prince Phobos. But combined and infinitely an exponent, infinity to the power of infinity times worse. Yes, I felt like bringing in some math into this. Okay. After all, I know demons have no soul, so escaping here will will bring me closer to my goal. Oh, then All Might asked the council if they could do anything more with the jail cell, and they all imbued it imbued his body with tracking magic, but somehow it got canceled out because in this series, tracking magic can be negated by the level of evil. Oh. And this is the highest level of tracking magic, so only someone who has the capacity of being a pure who's essentially a being made up of pure evil can only dispel. Oh. So yeah. Anywho, this is and then they decide to reinforce the outer prison that he is in with the highest level of witch sealing magic that is in the witch world. And then they lead back to Kandrakar to try and try to help the Hero Association reform, because they are all shocked to know how how unfair their hero society is. Hold on.
You want menudo?
Yeah. Hey guys, this is my dad. Say hi.
Hi.
Anywho, yeah, that was my pops. Yeah, I felt like saying it like how one of Whitebeard's kids would say it. His crew members that he thinks of as his sons and daughters and siblings. Well, of it, well, basically all of his sons and daughters. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Now, we cut to a scene where, dang it, we lost him. Lost him, Dobby would say. Then Toga says, Dobby, we need to get more allies. Allies. I agree, Twice would say. Eh? And they all scatter to find new allies. Allies. And that is, let's see, where we will be doing a, a time skip all the way to the internships. Now, everyone will go to their canon internships. Oops, that won't change. Izumi still is already a good friend with Night Eye, so he he allows her to still intern with him. That's when we will also be introduced to Mirio. Then another time skip. They go on patrol, encounter Eri, and then Izumi senses her fear, and then senses a energy of pure evil, not as big as Awful ones, but larger than Tomura's. As to compare with, if Awful One is a being of pure evil, Tomura is just and Tomura would be a misunderstood, would unjustly punished criminal that did something that would cause the whole world to vote in unison for him to get the death sentence. So, in other words, the evil of, Shizaki would be from the perspective of the people of Galactus, the worlds that he would devour, the people that lived on those worlds. Okay. Now, I might not know. I do know in my mind Galactus is evil. I know it's just a meal for him and everyone's gotta eat, but I know he does prefer, at least from Superhero Squad show, or was it the Silver Surfer series, that he prefers to eat planets with life on it, rather than eating a barren wasteland planet. You know, like for Galactus, I'm thinking planet with life is like a health food, while barren wasteland planets are like junk food to him. Anyway, let's get back into the story. And then that's when Izumi transforms and then erects a quintessent barrier at the at the alley's entry/exit point. Then Chisaki comes out of the shadows saying, "Here, I got it. Yeah, my dinner just arrived, so I'm gonna be stopping soon." "Why did you do that, young hero?" "No. Take down this barrier and give me back my daughter." And then Izumi says, "No way. I can sense the evil within you and how scared this young child is. I won't let her go with you. Little one, you can be honest. Honest. Do you want to go with this man?" Eri cutely says. "No. He's hurt me so much. I It's okay, little one," Izumi would say. "I'm here now." "Oh, you're so cute." Ooh. Then Eri blushes, and then Izumi gives the which I will be calling the uh, Kage Death Glare, which is the name I will be giving the glare that I've mentioned in the past that Kota's aunt gave to Muscular. So the Kage Death, she gives Chiyosuke the Kage Death Glare. He barely flinches at it. Then, and he says, "How dare you? You're a hero. You shouldn't be kidnapping children." And then Izumi asks Eri, "Do you know this man?" "Yes, he's my grandpa's um, uh, um underling." "Oh, I didn't know you had such a rich vocabulary, Eri-chan." "Oh, thank you. Miss Izumi. My name's Izumi." "Izumi? Lady Izumi? Oh, she's so cute." Then she gives Chisaki another Kage Death Glare. And then Chisaki says, "Alright, I will leave you in her care. But know this, I will be back for you." Then Izumi says, "No way. It will be a cold day. It will be a cold day in heck when I let you take this little girl back. Let's 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 go, Togas." No, wait, no. I forget his name. Uh, let's go, Senpai. Then her senpai says, "But," then she gives him the Kage glare and, "Now, Senpai." He gets all freaked out like a whole spit take moment slash all eye bulge moment. Basically, actually going like Usopp, um, going off with an Usopp face that he made when he that made Sugar pass out in One Piece, the Dressrosa arc. Anywho, let's get back into the video. We do a time skip. Izumi uses magic, and all the people that were involved with the Chiai Hasaikai raid came, and Izumi using magic shows everyone in their own minds Eri's memories, and they're all disgusted by it. And she can also use the magic to not only directly show it into someone's mind, but also create a holographic image. Basically, think of a Star Wars holographic handheld communicator that you might have seen in a cutscene of Star Wars Force Unleashed, where the main character dons a sort of armor looking like a Darth Vader, but with blade claws for on his hands, and who uses two lightsabers. Anywho, Darth's no wait no, Darth Starkiller. Or anywho, let's get back into the video. They also and the way how she can also make crystals that can show her memories in holographic and in the same way. Okay? Basically creating like those lacrima viewing crystals from Fairy Tale. Basically creating one of those. But its only purpose is for that. Okay? Let's see. Sorry. Now, let's get back into the video. We do a time skip. The raid on the Yakuza base begins. It goes in canon, and in, except Mirio, I remember his name, Mirio Toga, doesn't get shot with a quark erasing bullet. Izumi had quickly projected a barrier around Shisaki to keep him from firing, and apparently it combined with the quirk and the magic of the barrier combined with each other, and then made the quirk be able to be unlocked simply by the use of Izumi's magic. And then it ricochets all over inside the barrier and hits Chisaki right in the back, right in his booty. Yeah, booty. And then, but they know Izumi already feels that she can unseal and reseal Chizuki's quirk. So I'm going to be making use of him at a later date and time. Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to do that in canon anyway. Anywho, this is now we do another time skip. Yep. But that's why I'm going to be leaving it off. I hope you guys liked it. I'll get you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. This is the also this is just the end of the series for now until part 5. Wait. I mean part 4. But that will be at a later date. Anyway, bye!